Hey YouTube, it's Noah Mean here again on the Arc of Truth. It's 12:03 a.m. and today is June 13th, 2017. So I want to talk a little bit about the March Against Sharia protest that recently happened, and I know that I haven't followed up on that for a while, and especially with commenting on my videos, but I've been kind of busy. In terms with this weekend, I saw my sister at her graduation. I spent time with my dad, and right now I'm currently moving out of my apartment for the summer. So, anyway, the anti-Sharia protest. To be, according to from what I see in my research, it was made by this group called Act for America, who, according to the Seven Poverty Law Center, is a hate group. Honestly, I actually look at these videos of a few people who actually are with this group, and really I don't really see a hate group. I mean, if the Southern Poverty Law Center means like remnants inside Act for America that is clearly Islamophobic, then yeah, I can understand that. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with being against an oppressive ideology of Sharia law. It's downright bad. It basically treats women like they're half a man. They're basically in trials. Their testimony is worth half that of a man's simply because they have a vagina. And and also they treat other people as, well, basically inferior or infidels, kind of like how it says in the Quran. Now I know that a lot of Muslims around the world are definitely peaceful, and I have no problem with those guys, but it's the ones that want to impose something like Sharia law or who commit these terrorist attacks that scare me. I mean, if you want to practice this stuff, or well, some certain stuff aspects of this stuff as part of your religion, I'm fine with that. It's kind of understandable. As a Christian myself, this is personally my tradition, but I every time when I go to bed, I pray to God Almighty. So if you just want to do that, then that's fine, as long as it doesn't involve anything that is actually immoral, like genital mutilation and that kind of stuff. But here's the thing. I saw a few people in these videos who were actually on the counter-protest side. And I can remember this video from a YouTuber named Lloyd. His channel, although small, it's definitely larger than my YouTube channel. This one guy, he basically talks about how the protesters are stupid because they're Islamophobic or they're racist and yada yada yada. If you want to see the original video, you can look down on the description below. But this guy Jake Lloyd, he tries to convince this guy with reasonable arguments, especially with the recent terrorist attacks that have been occurring, especially in Europe. And he says he says that basically we're afraid of something that isn't real. Yeah. Sharia law, or well, the fear of the spread of Sharia law as kind of a tyrannical oppression against basically everyone isn't real. The terrorism that has been happening around the world, not real. Heck, I think we can just call it those European terrorist attacks or terrorist attacks hoax. Even San Bernardino, or maybe that Pulse gay club shooting. Do you see the problem here? Do you see the problem? I get to the other side where it says that not all Muslims do stuff like this. And that's true. In fact, a lot of them just want to practice their religion peacefully. And again, I respect that as a religious man. But I do not like it when anyone tries to impose their own beliefs on me forcefully, or even threatens my own life. If that happens, I will take the necessary precautions in order to defend myself. Nothing more, nothing less. And this is why I really dislike the other side. Because it's like they're living in the fantasy world where if you just accept everyone, especially the people who are committing these acts of violence, that everything will just simply go away. I got news for you guys. It won't. If there's one thing I know, it's we're human beings. We have both a good side and a bad side. We're mostly in the middle, but there are still those who remain on the bad side, or even on the good side. But like I said, there's always going to be problems with people. Here's an example. If a person robs in a store just because he wants to be like a bad boy or something, that would would definitely be considered evil. And honestly, there are actually a lot. In fact, there are a lot of people, even here in the United States, that kind of act like that. If you look on the several channels like not the Discovery Channel, but it had something to do with a few murder cases. Some of them have actual psychopaths, and they're clearly evil. The point is, we can't just if we simply allow our society to be open to these guys, it's just gonna ruin everything. Which is why we need to take precautions. That's why we need a police. That's why I believe in the border wall. That's why I believe in the travel ban. And that's why I'm against Sharia law in the United States. I do not believe that any religion should have a theocratic hold on a country, no matter what. This is a nation for basically everyone who wants to live freely and without discrimination and without any oppression by another group. And I wish to keep it that way. Okay, that's all I have for today. put some in the comments down below and subscribe on my channel. Okay, I am Noah Meehan from the Arc of Truth. Bye.